What is up, Roger Report fam? Get ready for a rapid-fire rundown of the biggest headlines hitting the sports world right now. First up, the NFL world is buzzing with the shocking news that Aaron Rodgers is officially done with his weekly appearances on the Pat McAfee Show. After a dramatic return to the field for the Pittsburgh Steelers against his former team, the New York Jets, Rodgers has decided to hang up his microphone for McAfee's show, ending a signature segment that fans have loved for years. What does this mean for his media future and his focus on the Steelers? Next, we're diving deep into that incredible revenge game where Aaron Rodgers, the four-time MVP, absolutely torched his former team, the New York Jets, leading the Pittsburgh Steelers to a nail-biting 34-32 victory. Rodgers proved he still got it, tossing 4 touchdown passes and reminding everyone why he's one of the greatest to ever play the game. But it wasn't all smooth sailing for everyone in Week 1. We're looking at the Miami Dolphins' embarrassing blowout loss to the Indianapolis Colts, with Tua Tagovailoa struggling and questions already swirling around Coach Mike McDaniel. And the action doesn't stop there. We're heading to Minnesota, where second-year QB J.J. McCarthy, despite a rocky start, rallied with his Vikings team to a crucial road win against the Chicago Bears, showing incredible resilience under pressure, all thanks to some sharp coaching from Kevin O'Connell. Then, we've got a new-look Las Vegas Raiders team making noise, with Geno Smith throwing for over 300 yards and a touchdown in his debut with the team, signaling that this Raiders squad under Pete Carroll is not going to be a pushover in the AFC West. Finally, we're breaking down a controversial moment that could have major financial implications for Aaron Rodgers. After his thrilling win over the Jets, Rodgers spoke out about a perceived missed pass interference call, a move that could land him a hefty fine under the NFL's strict personal conduct policy. We'll tell you why he might have to pay up and what it means for the Steelers. Stick around for all the details, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you never miss a report. Aaron Rodgers is done with the Pat McAfee Show. After weeks of speculation and hints during training camp, the NFL world is reacting to the definitive news that Aaron Rodgers will no longer be making his weekly appearances on the Pat McAfee Show. This segment, a cornerstone of the program since 2020, saw Rodgers engage in long-form interviews that became a must-watch for football fans. His decision comes after a dramatic return to the field for the Pittsburgh Steelers, where he led them to a thrilling 34-32 victory over his former team, the New York Jets. Fans on social media have had a range of reactions, from relief that a perceived distraction is gone to disappointment over losing a unique insight into the quarterback's perspective. Some sarcastically questioned how they would now get vaccine advice, referencing Rodgers' past controversial statements. Will this media break mean more focus on the field for Rodgers? And what about that explosive revenge game against the Jets? Rodgers avenges Jets' departure with 4 TDs. In a performance that felt like a scene straight out of a sports movie, Pittsburgh Steelers quarterback Aaron Rodgers delivered a masterful revenge game against his former team, the New York Jets. Just months after an awkward and abrupt departure, Rodgers orchestrated a stunning 34-32 victory, throwing for an impressive 244 yards and 4 touchdowns with 0 turnovers. He explicitly stated his satisfaction in reminding those within the Jets organization who doubted him that he can still play at an elite level. This game marked a stark contrast to his recent struggles with the Jets, where injuries and a 5-12 record in his last season painted a disappointing picture. Despite concerns about his mobility and facing 4 sacks, Rodgers showcased his signature arm strength, precision passing, and sharp decision-making, proving he still has plenty left in the tank for the Steelers. The win also served as a bright spot amidst a tough Week 1 for some other teams, including the Miami Dolphins, who suffered a humiliating 33-8 loss to the Indianapolis Colts, and a promising start for the new-look Las Vegas Raiders with Geno Smith at the helm. But did Rodgers' post-game comments just land him in hot water with the league? And how did J.J. McCarthy fare in his own high-stakes debut? Rodgers ends Steelers' 17-year drought with epic Week 1 TD drive. Talk about making an entrance. Aaron Rodgers didn't just return to the NFL, he shattered a 17-year drought for the Pittsburgh Steelers in his very first game with the team. In a thrilling road victory against the New York Jets, Rodgers led the Steelers down the field for a touchdown on their opening possession, a feat they hadn't accomplished in Week 1 since September 7, 2008. This historic score, a 22-yard touchdown pass to Ben Skowronek, set the tone for Pittsburgh's eventual 34-32 win and marked a significant moment, ending a 6,210-day streak. Rodgers finished the game with a league-high 4 passing touchdowns and 244 yards, looking every bit the four-time MVP. This performance is crucial for the Steelers, who have struggled offensively, averaging just 14.2 points in their final 5 games last season. With Rodgers at the helm, there's renewed hope that he can lead the team, who haven't won a Super Bowl since the 2008 season, back to championship contention. This explosive start is a stark contrast to the struggles of other teams, like the Miami Dolphins, and an encouraging sign for the Raiders under Pete Carroll. Yet, Rodgers' fiery post-game remarks might come with a hefty price tag. And we'll reveal which young QB is already turning heads, despite a tough start. Rodgers' fiery words could cost him $25,000. Aaron Rodgers' triumphant return to the field and his revenge victory over the New York Jets might come with an unexpected penalty, a $25,000 fine from the NFL. Following the Pittsburgh Steelers' dramatic 34-32 win, secured by a last-second field goal, Rodgers voiced his frustration during the post-game press conference, stating, "We got hosed on a call there that would have made us able to run the clock out probably." He was referring to a missed pass interference call on a crucial third-down play that could have sealed the game earlier. Publicly criticizing referees is a direct violation of the NFL's personal conduct policy, a rule that has previously cost players like Will Anderson and Myles Garrett significant fines. Even Steelers coach Mike Tomlin has faced penalties for similar outbursts. Rodgers' comments, though passionate, place him in a precarious position, potentially leading to a financial penalty that could overshadow his stellar performance. The Steelers are now preparing for their home opener against the Seattle Seahawks. We've covered Rodgers' explosive start and potential fine, but what about other QBs making waves? Stay tuned as we break down J.J. McCarthy's comeback and the Raiders' surprising new identity. And that's a wrap on another epic Rodger report. We saw Aaron Rodgers dominate his revenge game against the Jets, but potentially face a fine for his comments. J.J. McCarthy showed grit in a Vikings comeback win, while the Dolphins suffered a massive Week 1 blowout. Plus, Geno Smith and the Raiders are looking like serious contenders. Don't miss out on any of the action. Hit that like button, subscribe to the Rodger Report for all your sports news, ring that notification bell so you're always in the loop, drop a comment below with your thoughts, and follow us on all social media platforms for more exclusive content. We'll see you next time.